Hi guys, it's Daniel from Generation Productions. Now I'm going to get back to some of your questions. ZachU37 asks, what is my favourite game from the Sega franchise? And 2, what is my favourite DC character? Now, my favourite game from the Sega franchise is Sonic the Hedgehog. As for the favourite DC character, that would be, it's actually 2, Joker and Harley Quinn. But I'm more of a fan of Harley Quinn, because she's so much fun. Okay, next questions. Outside the box, Ox asks, what camera do you use, and what is your next big stunt? Well, the camera is a Coolplex, a Nikon Coolplex. If you can see there, pretty much that's what I got as a camera. And my next big stunt, well, there's a bit of a problem with that, you see, because of the new YouTube guidelines. If I'm going to do stunts, it has to follow within not so dangerous guidelines, so it's not going to be anything too spectacular, because it might, if it's too weird or crazy or whatever, the video might actually get removed from YouTube, and I might even get a strike for it, or whatever the case may be. So as for what my next big stunts is, I haven't really got a plan yet. I'm thinking maybe burning some more spinning tops, or something else, but I'll think about that. Okay, BTG6G asks, what's your favourite meal? Chili dogs, because of the Sonic relation, because Sonic eats chili dogs. Who does the cooking? Mum or myself? Well, my mum mainly does the cooking. But sometimes I do a little bit now and then, but not much. Basically, I can cook stuff out of a can, and a microwave. Can I do a house tour? Well, no, I can't really do a house tour, because basically for security reasons. I'm sort of saying that the security around the house is not really all that good, so someone could just come in. As soon as I just sort of show the cool stuff I've got, people might try and break into my house to get it, or try and steal stuff. So that's not going to work. Sorry. No, I'm not going to do a house tour. Although, if you ever look at some other videos on the channel, I've shown some videos of my backyard. Okay. What was I like as a kid? Well, go and check out some of the videos that I've actually put in my videos, and you kind of see it there. A little bit of a brat, a little bit of a scatterbrain, a little bit crazy, but that's what I was sort of being a kid, and I haven't really changed all that much. Okay, 5. Do you have any girlfriends, or how many have you had? Well, I have a lot of girls who are my friends, but they're not really my girlfriends per se. I mean, there's a girl I like, but nothing really happened there. Not really much happened there. So I don't really have any girlfriends to speak of. And no, it's not because I'm gay or transgender or anything like that. I just haven't met the right one yet. And so that's a bit of a problem. Okay. What kind of music do I listen to? Sometimes a bit of metal, sometimes a bit of soft, basically old school rock. So mainly a bit of rock and roll stuff and metal stuff. I like that. That's my sort of favourite. Also, Crush 40. Look up Crush 40, Avril Lavigne. It gives you sort of a rough idea of what kind of music that's kind of interested in. Can I do a chili dog review and show us how to make a chili dog? Yeah, that's a good idea. I should actually do that at some point. So yeah, that's a great idea. Also, last two questions. Do I have a car? Well, technically speaking, yes, and technically no. I sort of basically bought, well, my mum sort of bought the car that I've got, and basically she uses it a lot. But like I said, I'm still on my L's, and I still got to try and get my driver's license. So that's a bit of a hard thing to work on, but I'm trying to get there. Also, do I have any pets? Yes, I do. I have two crayfish called, I'm trying to think. Yeah, one yabby called Lara, and I can't remember what the other one's name is at the moment. And also, I also have a cat called Garfield. And there he is now. There we go, my cat Garfield. So yeah, so that's my pets. Also, shout out to Callum Bracey as well. Okay, guys, thanks for all your questions. Catch you later, guys. Later. Bye.